For Solano, it's going to be Macy Wilcox, Aaliyah Hayes, Amari Mason, Julia Wright, and Ale Ibarra. And as for the Eagles, it's going to be Jada Hunter, Aaliyah Flukas, Gianna Gio, Lanaya Folsom, and Tali Fahai. And we are just on the way with the tip-off as Solano gets it. Holden, I'll go to you. What can you tell me about this team real quickly?
Well, it's a huge game for Laney today as they're looking for revenge against the Solano team as they lost to Solano earlier in the season, which made it their only loss in the Bay Valley Conference. They're 7-1 overall in the conference. And they only lost by 2 points. 56-54 was the score. And they only shot 26% from the field when they normally shoot on average 41%. And they're led by Jada Hunter, who's averaging 16 points per game, which is third in conference play. Or in the conference, excuse me, and 9.5 rebounds, which is fifth in the conference. And they also have 3 players who are in the top 5 for field goal percentage. With Solano missing Jade Dixon, who is a defensive force for them, look for Laney to try and take advantage on the offensive end. And they'll do that by having good time of possession, limiting turnovers, and getting open shots.
Yeah, I'm very much excited for this game as both teams missed their first couple shots, but Ale Ibarra gets the foul call right there. So the Eagles will have a chance get the first points of the game tonight. This is number 10, Gianna Gio. So the first one is good, so that's how this game will start. And I believe Jade Dixon is out because of COVID.
Yeah, she's out because of COVID.
So definitely a tough loss for Solano. We'll see how they could go without her playmaking and her much-needed defense. I feel like she's kind of like the identity for the Solano defense, so I'm very curious to see how she plays in a game like this as the Eagles get a steal and an early transition bucket. That was number 0, Jada Hunter.
Yeah, Dixon really is the centerpiece on that defensive end for Solano. She racks up most of the steals on their full court press that they normally run, and then she is a very good facilitator in that break after the turnovers that she gets. So, huge loss for Solano tonight as she is out, like you said.
So the Eagles get off to a quick 4-0 lead as Jade Hunter has the ball up top. Give it down low to Gio.
Solano going with a zone defense, trying to force Laney to shoot and not go inside.
Down low pass. So we have Flukas. And that will go the other way, so Solano gets possession of the ball. And folks who are watching this at home, we do apologize for the color. It is a little off, a little green, like pickle juice or something. I believe the capture card is messed up. As a great pass right there from Macy Wilcox, but Leah Hayes misses it and will get fouled for a chance at 2 at the line.
That was almost a travel on Hayes as she airballed the layup and caught it herself, but luckily she got fouled. And she'll go to the line for 2.
First one is no good for Aaliyah Hayes. I'm expecting a big game from her, both sides on the floor, since her counterpart guard is out, Dixon, as she misses both but gets a long rebound. Good hustle from her. There's Julia Wright as she throws it out of bounds. So early turnovers for Solano will make it Eagles ball. Glad to see her playing though, as she did miss the last game we broadcasted. But I talked to her earlier and she said this is a game she is not gonna miss. So good mentality from her and glad to see her out there. As Gio shoots it, it will miss. And bodies go flying, but it will stay Eagles ball.
Limiting turnovers is going to be huge for Solano tonight as well. As their last game they had against Laney, they had 27 turnovers, but still ended up with the win. And Laney only had 9 turnovers in that game. So if Solano continues to turn the ball over in this game, look for Laney to try and take advantage of it in this game.
Solano still looking to get their first points as another turnover for Julia Wright. There's going to be Jade Hunter going all the way, but can't hit the layup. Rebounded Aaliyah Hayes.
Great chase down defense right there by Mason. Contested the shot and forced her to miss the layup.
Ball was poked out of bounds by number 30, Tali Fahi. So just 7 minutes, 15 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Here's Ale. driving in. And that will stay a Solano ball. But yeah, in their last game, you pointed out how the Eagles had, the Solano team had 27 turnovers. A big part of that was Jada Hunter, who had 9 steals in that game, as she's already got 1 tonight.
Yeah, she's one of the best players in the Bay Valley Conference on both ends of the floor. She's going to be a huge factor for Laney tonight to win this game.
Good move by Ale Ibarra, and that will put Solano on the board for their first 2 points of the night.
That was a good post move right there.
Yeah, she's got a good post move bag as she shoots 46% from the field. Long rebound goes to the Eagles. Here's Hunter driving in.
Laney going with a 5-out offense against the Solano zone.
And Hunter's going to pull it for 3, and that's good. Beautiful shot from Hunter as it is now 7-2 as Laney takes an early lead in this game.
And that's what Laney does. They make their shots on a consistent basis. They shoot over 40% on the season, which is very good in terms of the conference. They're second in the conference in field goal percentage. So if they hit their shots tonight, look for their offense to have a very good game.
Good tip by Mason there to keep the ball alive, which set up Ale Ibarra for shots at the free throw line. First one is good for Ale. Yeah, that is pretty green color. So once again, sorry for everybody who's watching as Ale Ibarra goes 1 or 2 from the line. Good steal by Amari Mason. She's going to push it. Stops her dribble to pull up for 2, and it's good. Good move by Amari Mason. That's going to be her first points of the night as it is 5-7. Laney up. 5 minutes, 50 seconds left to go. Here's Gio.
Sol's going to need to force turnovers tonight on the defensive end as that will really force this Laney offense to get out of their rhythm.
Travel by Gianna Gio, which will give Solano the ball as subs come in. It's going to be Jaden Reed subbing in for Julia Wright.
Yeah, Julia was off to a kind of a slow start. That injury might still be lingering, and she might also be a little rusty. But we know she can definitely get back into this game with her three-point shot.
Jade Hunter was able to cause a jump ball, so it will make it Laney's ball. Another turnover for Solano. That's going to put them at 5 early in this game. Corner shot. Jade Hunter going to drive in. And that's good. Good backboard layup on Amari Mason. And was able to blow past Kimani Wilburn. Now 9-5. Amari Mason going to try to answer back. Good bit of a high pass by Jaden Reed. So another turnover for Solano, which will now make it 6 early in this game. There's Jade Hunter. He's at 7 points. Going to pass it to Gio.
Good ball movement here by Laney. Get that open shot.
And it's good. Another good 3 for Laney, which will now make it 12-5.
Solano got to stop the 3 balls to win this game.
Another steal. That was Jade Hunter going to take it all the way on a 2-on-1. And she's going to get it almost as a splits, but able to stay up. Good 2 points for her.
Good start here for Laney at the start of this game. They're playing really good defense, have really good intensity on both ends of the floor.
Amari Mason almost loses the ball, but able to keep it. Going to pass it out to Macy Wilcox. Bit of a sloppy pass and another turnover for Solano. If you're Solano, you got to think to call a timeout soon. It's at 7 turnovers. And just 6 minutes to play. Here's Laney.
Solano's got their whole bench in right now, besides Wilcox. Looking to maybe take advantage at the end of this game as Laney only has 6 players active. Take advantage of the fatigue that might start to set in for Laney.
Gianna's shot was no good. And Macy Wilcox lets that ball go out of bounds. And what do you know? Another turnover for Solano. ugly start for Solano.
And Laney is taking advantage of it as they have 11 points off turnovers already, and we still have 3 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Layup was no good by Flukas. And the ball's going to go the other way. Subs coming in as Julia Wright subs back in for Kimani Wilburn. Oh, excuse me. That was Macy Wilcox that subbed out. Yeah, Solano's got to figure out how to get points on this board. Gervasani going to pass it to Amari Mason. Good move for the pull-up midi. Too short.
Great defense there by Hunter.
Good move by Tali Fahy as she got fouled. So now Laney has a chance to go up 10 points early in this game. Just 3 minutes and 20 seconds left to go. But the first one is too strong by Fahy.
Laney looking to make this a double-digit lead already here in the first quarter.
As they do. So now 15-5, Laney up. Gervasani, good moves, almost missed the ball, but able to keep it. As she hits the ground, then is going to be trapped for another jump ball. This time it will stay Solano's ball.
This is great on-ball defense right now by Laney. Forcing Solano on the outside, not letting them get into the interior.
Yeah. Very clearly, this Solano team is missing a ball handler. You could tell Jade Dixon is missed as high ball is smacked out of bounds by Tully.
Yeah, and usually on those inbound plays, Dixon is the one inbounding and making those passes, especially with a long pass like that.
This time it's Jaden Reed. He's going to pass it to Mason, going to drive in, pull up midi. No good, but gets her own rebound and going to put it back up, and that's good. First points in a couple minutes for Solano, 7-15. Folsom's going to try to answer back. So Gio's going to pass it out to number... No good. That was Blackwell on her first shot attempt of the night.
Solano got to clean it up.
In what ways? Just everything?
Yeah, they got
offense and defense?
Yeah. Handle the ball better.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll definitely agree with you with that, Jeremiah, as the ball is knocked out of bounds again off of Amari Mason. So another turnover from Mason. Laney has a chance to extend it back to 10 points. As a good floater off the backboard just misses by Fali.
Great job to split the defense right there by Fahy. Just can't get the shot to fall. As Solano gets another turnover.
Misses the layup, but is out by Julia Wright.
She's coming back from a foot injury. She can't move how she usually moves.
Yeah. Yeah, and she still has yet to get on the scoreboard tonight. Just 0 points and 1 foul. Still early in the game, but probably not 100% as Gianna Gio makes the layup on Ale Ibarra. So now Macy Wilcox going to push it, and she is called for a travel, so another turnover for Solano. That's going to be their 11th of the game compared to Laney's 3rd.
I mean, right now they're on pace for 44 turnovers in this game. They really got to clean it up.
And we thought 27 was bad in their first game.
Yeah, they could double that tonight based on what they're doing so far. We still have 2 minutes left in this fourth quarter.
Gianna Gio for 3, all air, but a long rebound from Laney. Pass it down. Here's Jade Hunter. She's at 9 early points. Backboard, no good. Got to get the rebound, though, as Laney keeps it. Going to pass it out to Gio. Thought about it. Jade Hunter is going to try it this time, and that's cash. 20-7, Laney up big early with just 1 minute and 30 to go.
Beautiful second chance opportunities by Laney right there, and beautiful way to set up that shot by Hunter. Passing it out to Gio, getting the bite on Gio, shoot the three, and then kicking it back to Hunter in the corner for that three.
Another turnover. That was a bad pass by Gervasani as Jade Hunter is going to go to spin move. Inside, no good. Rebounded Wilcox. 1 minute to go left in this quarter. Zale Ibarra going to drive in. Left-handed layup, too short. There's Fahey going to drive in. Macy Wilcox, good move. Backboard is good. Easy 2 points, and it is 22-7.
Laney finishing this quarter strong, not letting Solano get into rhythm on offense and making all of their shots on their offensive end.
Gervasani going to try it for three, too strong as that hits the backboard. Bit of a wild pass there, but Fahey able to keep it and drive in for another easy 2 points as nobody was inside. Jeremiah, your face, you're looking a little bit surprised. What are you thinking?
Solano got to carry the ball better than what they are. They have a lot of turnovers, especially compared to Laney.
Yeah, as you said, Solano at 13 turnovers compared to Laney's 3. And Solano's only taken 10 shots compared to Laney's 22. So they're not even getting shots up, which if you play like that, you're never going to win a basketball game.
I mean, that's how you score points. So it just feels like almost every time Solano has brought the ball up in these past 2 minutes, they've turned the ball over. Let's see if they can turn it around right here, though.
Ale going to drive in, and she's going to get the foul call. So good drive by her will give Solano a chance to get some more points, which is much needed. First one is good by Ale Ibarra. Her last game, she went 5 for 5 from the line, as well as 80% from the field, and dropped 14 and 6.
Yeah, she's been a pretty good offensive and defensive force, as she gets a lot of blocks on the defensive end as well.
There's Gianna Gio for three. Front rimmed. Mari Mason the rebound. Half a second left, and to shoot it. Not even close. So the first quarter is done. 9-24. Turnovers were a problem last game, and it's a problem this game. Fellas, what do you guys think?
I mean, it seems like it's even more of a problem with this game. I mean, they're on pace for 26 in one half, and they had 27 in that whole game in their last meeting. And then also Laney, I said that they shot 25% in that last game. They're shooting 39%, excuse me, in this game so far. So they're really looking to clean up their mistakes from their last meeting against Solano.
Yeah, and you know, the turnovers are always a problem, but I do think the defense has been just as bad. I mean, like we said, they are missing their point of attack defender in Jay Dixon. As camera going a little crazy. That's the boys team who will be playing after this at 7:30. They'll be playing Alameda, so stay tuned for that. But Jeremiah, is there anything you think Solano should adjust on the defensive side of the ball?
Yeah, they got to rebound better. They let 4 offensive rebounds go.
Yeah.
6. 5. They got to rebound better. And they have to put up shots on offense because they haven't put up a single shot. They only put up, 10 shots. That's not a lot, though.
Yeah. And only 0 for 2 from 3. And this is a Solano team that they shoot the 3 ball pretty at a high rate. So them only getting 2 threes in the quarter, they're just not playing their game. We know this isn't the Solano team that we know and love. And they're going to have to learn how to play at their pace.
Yeah, they've just been out of their flow to start this game. I think they're really going to try and get into that flow state on their offensive end here in the second quarter. And not only is Laney forcing the turnovers, they're getting their points off of the turnovers. They had 16 points off turnovers in that first quarter. So I think Solano's got to really get back on defense after they turn the ball over.
Ooh, Amari Mason. Ooh. Look at the moves by Mason as got Jade Hunter touch the floor for a second there. Down low pass, almost out of bounds, but Aaliyah Hayes able to get it. Gonna feed it to Ale as she misses the handle, so another turnover for Solano. Good pass as Laney will get the foul call. That was Folsom, and she has a chance to get on the board for tonight's game.
Great defense by Blackwell for Laney on the defensive end. She stole the ball from Ibarra as Ibarra was in her perennial post over there on the offensive end where she normally gets her shots up. And she couldn't even get a shot up as she lost the ball.
Folsom goes 2 for 2 from the line, which will extend their lead 26-9 early in the second quarter. A lot of game left, but if you're Solano, you got to start putting up points, and it's got to be now. There's Wilcox down low, going to pass it. Julia Wright is going to get called for a travel down low.
It looked like it was a jump ball
What makes you say that?
because both of them had the ball, but
Yeah.
you know the refs be
No
not calling
possession.
the right things.
Yeah. Blackwell down low pass to Gio. It's too short. Almost able to get the long rebound, but ended up in Macy Wilcox's hands. Will take it up herself, get the foul call, and almost get the and one, but it just rattles out.
Great speed there displayed by Wilcox to get from one end to the other and get the foul called. Almost had the N1, like you said.
Couple of subs coming in as Ilya Hayes and Julia Wright will take a break, and in comes Gervasani and Jaden Reed. Just too strong on the first free throw.
Yeah, Solano's been getting fouled a lot, and they really got to take advantage of that as they haven't really gotten anything to go other than that on the offensive end, and they really got to hit their free throws in these moments.
Wilcox goes 0 for 2 from the line. Points that you so desperately need. Can't get them.
Solano now 3 for 8 from the free throw line.
Gio's going to try it for 3. No good. Rebound to Mason. Yeah, like you said, 38% from the line is just not a way to win a basketball game. As Wilcox is going to airball the jumper. And that will make it Laney ball.
It was a foul on Mason.
Oh. Foul on Mason, yep. Good call, Jeremiah.
Yeah, that was a good call. I thought it was just out of bounds. I thought she just hit it out of, Mason hit it out of bounds.
She's hustling good. She just got to be there a little bit early.
Jade Hunter is going to bring it up. She's got 12 early points in this game.
Yeah, she's their primary scorer, and she's taken over in this game so far.
Good pass down low to Gio, but it was no good. They got a good 1-2 connection right there. Wasn't able to connect for any points, but they do have good chemistry as Solano, a little bit of miscommunication there between Gervasani and Wilcox. So Aaliyah Hayes, Kimani Wilburn, and Jaden Reed. Excuse me, just Kimani Wilburn and Ella Gervasani going to come in. Wilcox and Ibarra out. And Solano, they have the upper hand on players, and they're making a lot of subs compared to this Eagles team, who they only have 6 players. So you got to get the intensity up. You got to make this Eagles team run.
I think he's also making subs, just try and find a rhythm of a lineup on the offensive end. I mean, no lineup he's had in so far has found a rhythm.
Yeah.
And limited turnovers like we've been saying they should be doing.
That's going to be called for a travel. That was number 14, Folsom. So Mason's going to bring it up. Just 7 minutes and 38 seconds left to go before halftime, as Coach Borchert will call his first timeout of the game.
Yeah, Coach Borchert really is trying to look for something to get going here. And they only have 9 points in the game so far compared to Laney's 26, which is a huge deficit in the first half for Solano to overcome.
Solano is struggling to score. They haven't scored. Have they? Have they scored?
In the quarter?
Yeah.
They've only scored.
I think they scored once.
Or no, they haven't scored at
No, they
all in this
haven't.
quarter yet. But Laney has
Laney
only
scored.
scored once.
Yeah.
So they're playing good. Their defense has picked it up, definitely. They just haven't been able to score.
And when you guys have watched women's games from earlier this year, did you guys know how much Jade Dixon meant to this offense? because I've always thought of her as an elite defender, and I know she put up points offensively, but I didn't think without her the Solano offense would be this stagnant. Just 9 points in the first quarter. I don't know. This wasn't something that I saw coming personally.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes Dixon takes the ball up for them as the point guard, and she's a really good facilitator, finding the open teammate. And it just seems like every first pass they've made is nearly a turnover. So I think they're missing Dixon more than we thought.
Yeah. They might be missing her more on the offensive side than the defensive side.
Yeah, definitely.
As here's Mason as 2 bodies hit the floor hard. That's going to be Mason and Adriana Blackwell, I believe. And it looks like she might be in a little bit of pain.
That was a hard fall.
Yeah, we heard it from all the way out here.
Yeah.
Seems to be holding her arm or shoulder, I think.
Yeah.
Her right shoulder.
It looked like her elbow.
Yeah, a little. Yeah.
She felt really
That's
hard on that.
that's their one sub. That's their one bench player they have
right.
tonight. So
Able to get up on her own feet as she gets a round of applause from this crowd. Something that I like to see, as you know, we know these two teams, they have a great personality, but at the end of the day, it's just basketball. So good to see a round of applause from this away team.
and that could be a huge loss for them as well. She takes the most 3-point shots out of any player on their team, and she's already made one tonight. Or excuse me, she missed one tonight. But she takes the most 3-point shots out of any player on this team, and with how Laney's been shooting, that might halt their rhythm on the offensive end.
And it looks like we are back, ready to go. As she will still talk to her coach on the sideline. Prayers to her. Hopefully she's okay. As here's Kimani Wilburn going to pass it out to Mason, who is going to get called for a travel. So yet again, another turnover for Solano. Just going to make it their
17th.
17th, yeah.
Yeah,
Compared to Laney's 4th.
Yeah, they just seem to be turning the ball over in almost any way, whether it be a travel, a pass out of bounds, a pass that's intercepted by a Laney player. Just nothing seems to be going for them so far.
Ball slips out of the hands of Flukas. So it will be Solano ball. That'll make it their 5th turnover. Mari Mason gonna bring it up. Looks like she's been their facilitator for tonight. Gonna pass it to Julia Wright. And that's gonna be called a travel. I don't know about that one. What do you guys think?
That was very close call, I think. I don't know about that one.
It looked like she passed it before her second foot.
That's what I was thinking, but nonetheless, that will make it their 18th turnover of the game, and they have now doubled turnovers compared to their points, which are only at 9.
They got to cut their turnovers and put points on the board.
Yeah. Here's Flukas down low, and she's going to get the roll. That was defended by Julia Wright. To Leah Hayes. Cross-court pass to Gravasani.
Julia was looking for that 3-point shot. She wants to get something going for that offense, I can tell.
Mason going to try it from deep. A little bit too strong as it's no good. Laney's going to get the ball. Pass it out. Here's Flukas. Gio for 3. That is good by Talit Fahy. That's going to be her 8th point tonight. So 31-9 as another bad pass by Mason. That time stolen by Jade Hunter.
What a pass.
Another one. Foul called. And it looks like some of the Alameda Cougars boys team is already in the building.
They seem to be rooting for Laney, which
yeah.
isn't even their team, so it's kind of interesting to see.
Hatred for Solano goes deep.
What do you think about that, Jeremiah?
Yeah,
Hopefully they could just bag it up.
okay. I like that answer, as the first one is no good for Laney.
$9:31.
Yep.
Solano got to pick it up.
Oh, good. They do. As a rebound by Julia Wright. There's Gervasani. And, you know, we've talked about the turnovers all night. As Macy Wilcox going to shoot it, hit the floor, no foul call. But as long as they're getting shots up just like that, you know, you got to be happy with what they get. As good defense from Wilcox. But is rebounded by Laney. Jade Hunter going to put it back up for an easy 2 points. 14th point of the night.
Great hustle there by Hunter, getting her own rebound after her own missed shot and putting it up again and making it the second time. And that's what she does. She's one of the best players in the conference.
Good rebound by Julia Wright. Going to put it back up, but it's no good. Aaliyah Hayes that time able to get the second chance points. And just like that, Solano is now in double digits after 1.5 quarter.
And that's
Good
usually
pass.
what Solano is so good at, is the second chance points, getting their offensive rebounds after their missed shots and getting those second chance opportunities and converting them, which they haven't done at all tonight.
Fluke is that time able to answer back. Here's Gervasani, no good. Leah Hayes almost with the rebound, but just couldn't get to it. So here is Fahy. Gio thought about it, is going to pull the trigger. Can't get it as it goes off the back rim. Long rebound loose. Ends up in Gervasani's hands. So now Macy Wilcox and Gervasani on the perimeter. Right next to him, Julia Wright, as Aaliyah Hayes going to pull it and just can't get it to rattle in. Good rebound, though, from Ibarra, and she can't get the second chance effort. Here's Fahy going to push it. Just 4 minutes left in the second quarter. Good move to drive in. And that was no good by Folsom. So Solano catches a break. 35-11. Ibarra going to drive in herself and pull up at the free throw line, and that's good.
That's automatic for her.
Great game for her tonight as she leads Solano with 7 points. And a 3 by Tali is no good. Gervasani gonna look, find someone open. Julia Wright down low pass to Leah Hayes, gonna put it up, can't get it. Ibarra almost able to get it, but couldn't just get to it. So now subs will come in for Solano as it's Kimani Wilburn, Mason, and Jaden Reed.
Usually Aaliyah Hayes is automatic from those post-fade mid-range shots.
Yeah.
It seemed like they're about to go in, and then they just fall right outside the rim.
He guarded by Mason. Good moves by her. As it's deflected in the passing lane, I believe that was Wilcox. Now Mason has the ball. Got to make sure to handle it. She's going to pull it in front of 3 defenders, and she's going to make it. Good shot from her. But so now 15-35. Bit of a run here for Solano, but they got to keep pushing. Lots of work still to do. Jade Hunter for 3. All air, and that's going to be Solano ball.
Solano catching some momentum with this crowd, hyping them up right now.
Timeout is called by Coach Borchert.
That's good defense and offensive by Solano. They're doing good, picking up the energy.
Yeah, great run from them right here. And if you're Coach Borchert, how do you guys feel about that timeout call? Because I feel like they just got momentum for the first time all game, and they're going to decide to call a timeout. I mean, does that bother you at all?
I mean, yeah, I don't like the call to call a timeout right there. They had just started getting momentum, and the crowd was getting into it. You know, the energy was going up, like Jeremiah said. And then he calls timeout right when they're about to, right after an air ball from Laney. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe he just saw something and he wants to set up a play to keep the rhythm going.
And as you guys just saw on the screen, that was Julia Wright, the sharpshooter for the Solano team. Her stats on the season. And I wanted to point out those steals. She's averaging 1.8 steals per game. And when I had the chance to interview her, she wanted to say that she's more than just a shooter, you know. And her getting almost 2 steals a game just shows that.
Yeah, I mean, she's great on both ends of the floor for the Solano team, and she's a great leader as well. You know, trying to get her teammates hyped up, get them to get going, especially when she makes those threes in a row that she normally does.
Yeah.
That hypes up the team overall. So she's been a really great player for them this season, and they really missed her in the last game they had.
And her leadership will be much needed for the rest of this game as they got a big hole they dug themselves into. We'll see if they can get out of it. So just 2 minutes, 30 seconds left to go until halftime. Solano with the ball. Here's Macy Wilcox going to drive in. Pivot foot around, look who's open. It's Gervasani. Just 10 seconds on the shot clock. Got to look for something quick. Probably the one you want with the ball in the hands. Mason going to go to work and mishandle the ball. They'll stay Solano's ball, but just 4 seconds left in the shot clock. They got to look for someone. Pass to Macy Wilcox in the corner. 2 seconds. Got to pull this one. And that's going to be blocked by Jade Hunter. She's been great defensively all night. Both sides of the floor, might I add. 14 points early in this game. Just 1 less point than this whole Solano team. As Talifa He has it. 2 minutes left to go. Here's Gio down low. Can't get it. And whistle is blown.
3 seconds in the key by number 5.
Before you leave for halftime, you mentioned stay tuned for faculty appreciation during the halftime.
Okay.
So Solano will get the ball. Mason can bring it up. She's got 6 points tonight. Here's Gervasani. Gonna pass it, and it's gonna be stolen by Talifa He. Gonna take it all the way for an easy 2 points. And that's gonna boost the lead to 22 points.
More points off turnovers for Laney. That's what they've been doing all night.
It's Macy Wilcox gonna drive it on Gio, pull it, and just can't get the bounce. Rebounded Laney. We'll see what they could do as here is Gio. Gonna drive in on Kimani Wilburn. Good defense from her, but can't get the rebound. It's gonna be Mason that ends up with it as the whistle blows. It's gonna be.
It will stay, or it will go Solano ball.
Don't know who that foul was called on. Looks like it was Lanaya Folsom. And that's going to be her first foul of the game.
And that was close to being a Laney offensive rebound, even though Solano had 3 players ready for that rebound, and it bounced off Gervasani's foot. So
Here's Kimani Wilburn going to try for her first points of the game, and she's going to get fouled. Good move from her. So a chance to get this lead back to just 20 points. Very slow first quarter, but it looks like they're starting to somewhat pick it up in the second quarter, defensively at least. Offensively, they still only scored 6 points so far. Kimani Wilburn can't change that as it is front-rimmed.
not only are they missing shots and turning the ball on the offensive end, but they're also missing their free throws. So 3 for 9 so far.
And Kimani goes 0 for 2 from the line. Just 50 seconds left to go. Solano's got to get back on defense. Here's Gio. Pass the rock to the corner. Who's going to drive in his to lead? Back out to Gio for 3. Too strong. Rebound to Kimani Wilburn. Have a chance to go 2 for 1 here as a high pass. It's going to be off the hands of Gio, it looks like, so it will stay Solano ball.
Very close call right there. On the offensive end for Laney, they've had a really good ball movement, I've noticed, using that 5 out to their advantage. And they had Fahi drive in right there to the post and kick it out to Gio for a wide open 3. She just couldn't get it to the fall, but that's what they've been doing all night and getting shots to fall.
Gervasani gonna pull the trigger. It's all air. So 37-15. Laney up big in the biggest game of the year. Winner of this will most likely take the Bay Valley Conference. 15 seconds left to go as Laney will get the final shot of this first half. It's going to be Jade Hunter with the ball with 14 points so far in this game. 7 seconds left to go. We'll see what she can do with it.
Yeah, she's going to want the... Right as I say that, she turns the ball over.
Hit 1 second. Mason's got to pull it. Going to be a deep 3. Too short. It looked good, but it was just offline. And that is going to be the end of the first half. Laney up big, 37-15. Jeremiah, what do you want Solano to do differently in the second half?
I need them to offensive rebound and hit shots up. The same thing.
Yeah. Holden, what about you? You have anything?
I mean, they're only shooting 23% from the field and also have 13 less shots put up than Laney. And they're also 3 for 10 from the free throw line. So I think they need to try and draw more fouls and make their free throw shots while also keeping the ball and not turning it over. As that has been a huge problem for them, as they already have 20 turnovers here in the first half.
Yep, so that is going to do it for the first half. Laney up 37-15. And make sure you stay tuned because it is Faculty Appreciation Night.
Hey everyone, this is Ale Ibarra. Thanks for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
If you are interested in a career in sports broadcasting,
whether you're commentating a live game
or hosting your own TV show,
or working behind the scenes, then this is the class for you.
For more information, contact Greg Poff, that's me, at solano.edu.
we hope to see you here next semester. And remember,
it's more than just sports, it's an education.
All right, here we go. First off, we have from the English department, Joshua Scott. Josh teaches critical thinking, composition, picture the short story. We do want our faculty to stay on the floor for a picture after you receive your gift. Next, from economics, Laura Mahoney. Macroeconomics, microeconomics. Next, from English, Winnie Hung Chan. Winnie teaches college composition. Next in the English department, Dean Engel. Dean teaches critical thinking and writing about literature. Thanks for coming.
Y'all gonna lose. Y'all gonna lose to the basketball.
From chemistry, Commodore Sage Bing teaches general chemistry and introductory chemistry. Still members. Let's go.
Now it's gonna come to the game. Say something that you say.
Next up from biology, Edward Gray. That teaches cell molecular biology and biotechnology. Next up from communications, Terry Pearson Bloom. Terry teaches intro to public speaking and is a kinesiology faculty member as well. Next up, Len Kaiser from English, college composition, critical thinking, language and context. Also from Child Development and Family Studies, Anthony Ayala. Anthony is Child Growth and Development, Teaching in Diverse Society, Intro to Curriculum, and more. Next up, Matt McLean from Music. Music Fundamentals and Multicultural Music for America. And Laura Ronalde from Physics, General Physics, and more. Okay, from Communications, he's one of our favorites because he learns sports broadcasting. Better come down this time, Greg. Greg Poff. Greg Poff teaches intro public speaking, sports broadcasting, and group communication. Next up, Kevin Marks from Psychology. Intro to Psychology. Intro to Sports Psychology. And other kinesiology courses.
Don't say age on it, huh? You don't be saying age on the what's it called, huh?
Damon Newman from Geography and Geology. Teaches physical geography and physical geology. And then lastly, Isabel Anderson. She was out sick tonight. She's from our English department, college composition, critical thinking, and writing about living. So we now with our women's team who's just joined us on the floor, our men's team, and all of our faculty members, if you guys can switch together.
Right, I'm ready to go. Look at my options, nigga. Give me 5. Give me 5. Took too long. This isn't a weird picture, right? I went to the meeting, so you're going to see this one, right? You're going to see this one. Wow.
Hey everyone, this is Macy Wilcox. Thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
All right, and we are back underway to start this second half, 37-15, and we have a new introduction in the booth as David Bailey will be joining us as the first shot is good for the first half. That was Talifa He, who has 12 points now. And David, I know you're on the camera, so you were watching a little bit of the game. Any thoughts so far early on?
I think the biggest difference in the first half was definitely the ball movement. I think Laney was moving the ball around really well, and Solano was just kind of stale, and then the turnovers as well. Solano was turning the ball over almost every single possession, so definitely something to watch here in the second half.
Yeah, you are definitely right, David, as Solano has 21 turnovers in the first half compared to Laney's 8. As Laney has the ball, it is number 14, Folsom. Gonna pass it out to... Shot is no good. That was Talifa He. Rebounded Mari Mason, who's going to do a cross-court pass, but too strong. Football pass, I should say.
Yeah, I'd like to know, we were informed at halftime that almost the entire Solano team is sick with the flu, and once again, Julia Wright is still dealing with that sprained ankle that she suffered a week ago. So that might be an explanation as to why they've struggled so far in this game.
Yeah, their defense, and really just on both sides of the floor, does look a little bit lifeless. Even though they are sick, they're just going to have to try to push through it, as long rebound is missed. And that should be Solano ball. It will be. But yeah, biggest game of the year for Solano, and as it sounds like, a lot of the players do have the flu, so hopefully they could get their Jordan jeans on, maybe a little flu game. Here's Ale Ibarra going to go down low, and she's going to get the little post shot. She's got 9 points now, and that is Solano's highest leading scorer. So here's Laney, reverse layup, but it was blocked by Mason. And ball goes out of bounds. Looks like it's going to stay Laney ball.
Laney's doing a nice job of getting the ball in the paint almost every single time they're down the floor on offense.
So this is Folsom. Ball almost swatted out of bounds.
So far, Solano is playing good here on the defensive end to start this third quarter. Excuse me.
3 seconds on the shot clock. They got to get it going now. Folsom shot, no good. Went in, but just couldn't get it off by the shot clock. So good defense by Solano there. That was Flukas. So now here's Macy Wilcox. Mari Mason finds herself open in the wing, and that's going to be an air ball. Far right as Talif Lee's going to go all the way.
Despite Mason missing that shot, I like that they had an open shot there to take. Just other than turning the ball over.
Good steal there by Mason as Wilcox gets the ball. She's going to pass it, but good defense by Jada Hunter is able to steal it in the passing lanes. Folsom, good pass there as a good shot as you hear a yes from the crowd. That was Folsom with the bucket there. It's going to be her 4th point of the night. Mason going to try the same shot again. This time it's good.
Nothing but net.
Good 3 right there as she's able to answer back from that air ball. And Mason is at 9 points tonight, so now 20-41. 7 minutes to go left in this third quarter. Here's Jada Hunter. She's been the player of the game tonight, 14 points.
Both teams are playing really fast to open up this second half.
Here's Gino. Half spin by Hunter until he's going to drive in, drive and kick.
Oh, good defense.
Going to try the shot, and it's good. Tough bucket from Lanaya Folsom.
That was a tough shot indeed, and she just got to go right before the shot clock went out. Tough break on the defense end for Solano.
Mason on that left wing again. Ibarra going to drive in herself. Off the backboard, it's good. Good layup from Ibarra. That's going to put her at double digits with 11 tonight.
And I feel like Solano has the size advantage in this game, so I'm surprised they've not had more success on the interior.
Flukas at the top. Corner pass. It's going to drive in. Should be a travel. It will be called the travel.
David, you were talking about the ball movement for Laney being really well compared to Solano and not having very good ball movement in that first half. But so far in this third quarter, Solano's had very good ball movement. It seems like that's something they wanted to improve, and they're executing it well.
Definitely they did, and I think even on the defensive side, they've also done a good job of preventing Laney from moving the ball as well as they were in the first half. So great job by Solano all around here.
So a timeout is called, and Solano, 23 turnovers for tonight compared to Laney's 10. And I know you said, David, about the interior game between the two. The rebounds are a little even right now. Laney is up 2. They have 28 rebounds compared to Solano's 26. But the offensive rebounds are a little lopsided, like Jeremiah was saying in the first half. Laney is at 10 offensive rebounds compared to Solano's 6. As here is Ale Ibarra's stats on the year. 11, 7, 1.5 blocks, and 46% from the field. She's had a great year.
Yeah, she's been that interior force for them all year, and she's been a great duo with Julia Wright in the front court. And she's a great rebounder along with Mason, and that's what makes the Solano team so good.
Yeah, Ibarra Definitely been the best player for Solano so far tonight. She's at 11 and 3 rebounds on 4-6 shooting. Here's Mason going to bring it up top after the timeout. 43-22. 5 minutes, 45 seconds left. Here's Kimani Wilburn. Bounce pass to Gervasani in the corner. Looking for someone. Not a lot of off-ball movement from the Solano team. Ibarra, good
nice
pass
pass
to Mason. Beautiful right there as Mason's able to get it off the backboard for 2 points down low.
Beautiful cut by Mason as well to know the timing of that play, and then a beautiful pass by Ibarra to set that up.
Down low, and that is a foul. That was Flukas who got fouled. So she will get a chance for 2 points at the parity line. Here's our floor cameraman, Isaiah. Got a bit of a long last name. I kind of forget how to say it. So just Isaiah tonight. Flukas makes the first one. That's going to put her at 7 points early on.
I think it's also really interesting to see that Laney only has 6 or 7 players, and they've played with great energy the entire game. So give a lot of credit to Laney tonight.
And earlier in the first half, Blackwell did get injured. She's on the bench right now. Looks like she's fine. So
yeah, I believe she went in after she got injured towards the end of that second quarter. So I believe she is good to go for this game.
Looks like they're fine. So here's Kimani Wilburn. 5 minutes to go in this third quarter. Amari Mason up top, gonna pull it. And that's good. Good shot right there from Amari Mason. And she's been looking a lot better in the second half compared to that first half. She's now at double digits with 11 points as she almost gets the steal. It's going to stay Laney ball, but good effort from Mason.
Yeah, we talked about her having to step up tonight for the Solano team, and in that first half she did play good, but it wasn't good enough to cut that lead down.
Yeah.
But in this second half so far, she's really turned it on. Let's see if she can keep it going in this third quarter.
So Laney has the ball. Here's Tali. Top of the three. She's got 12 points. Back out to Fahy. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Gotta look for something. It's gonna go to her. She's gonna shoot it, and it's gonna get it off the backboard.
What a shot.
Good three by her. She's at 15 tonight.
She's having a great game tonight. And good defense by Solano as they forced a shot at the end of the shot clock once again, but Laney gets it off in time and gets the bucket.
Good steal right there from Flukas, and she is going to get easy 2 points in transition. I feel like I've said that a couple times tonight, and the truth is I have. Laney is at 24 points off of turnovers compared to Solano's 4.
There's another one right there.
How about that one? Yep, and another easy 2 points. What do you know? That's going to be 26 now. Points off of turnovers. And that's how much points Solano has in the game.
Wow.
So that right there should tell you the story of tonight's game. As Mason's going to try to bring it up. And another steal at the same exact spot. This time Jada Hunter. Same layup, same result.
I'm surprised they're not calling a timeout right now to kind of cut the momentum that Laney has going right now.
Coach Borchert.
I mean, they're just stat padding at this point.
Yeah. Good move by Mason. And are they calling that a charge? It might be defense. Blocking foul, excuse me. It was on Tali Fahy.
And Solano was playing pretty solid to open up this third quarter, and Laney they've just kind of cut all that momentum off.
Yeah, after Solano made some of their subs.
And they call a 5-second on that. So another turnover for Solano. I thought that was fine. I mean, she blew the whistle when the ball was in the air.
Yeah, that was close.
I don't think that should have been 5 seconds, but doesn't care. Doesn't matter what I say. It's what the ref says. She'll call it 5 seconds. As a lot of subs come out for Solano, Gervasani, Kimani Wilburn, Aaliyah Hayes, and Mason will come out. Jaden Reed, Charlize Hongo, Julia Wright, Ale Ibarra, and Macy Wilcox will be the 5. So 50 seconds on the shot clock. Laney passing the ball around. And that's going to be a charging foul on Jada Hunter. Good defense from Jaden Reed right there.
Great job by Jaden Reed to get set and take the charge. Especially with a team like Laney who's been able to force it inside and kick it out. It's what they've been doing all game. She knew that Hunter wanted to go inside.
That ball was swatted away. Ibarra was the one who got rejected. So here is Folsom going to kick it out. And drive in. Number 0, Jada Hunter is going to miss it. Rebounded. Macy Wilcox. Couple of good defensive stops here, but they just got to worry about the offensive side of the ball. Jaden Reed wide open for 3, and that's good off the backboard. Great shot from Jaden Reed as she's now on the board with 3 points tonight. And it is now 29-53. Just 2 minutes, 15 seconds left to go in this third quarter.
It's a rare three-point shot there from Jaden Reed. She normally really doesn't shoot the 3 at all, but she was wide open there.
Yeah.
She wasn't going to take it, but then she was like, you know what, I'm just going to take the 3 and got the bank in.
So here's Laney trying to answer back. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Solano doing a good job at holding them. 3 seconds going to be now. And backboard layup is good.
Another tough shot.
Yeah.
Another tough shot as the shot clock was expiring.
Solano's doing great the whole defensive possession. Just couldn't get that final stop. And that one's going to hurt. Julia Wright going to try to shoot it from deep. No good. Long rebound's going to get Jaden Reed's hands. She's going to drive it in for herself. No foul call. Good hustle from Julia Wright. Going to pass it out to Ale Ibarra, who finds herself down low. Going to drive in and can't get it. So Solano goes 0 for 3 in that offensive possession. One you wish you could get back, as number 14 Folsom misses that layup. So Solano catches a break as Julia Wright is going to take it up. Just 1 minute left to go in this third quarter. It's been quick. Macy Wilcox too short, rebounded Julia Wright. And again, another no foul call for Solano. And that's going to be a charge. Good move right there from Macy Wilcox, able to set her feet.
I'd like to note that was Julia Wright's 3rd shot of the game. She's normally one of the Solano's primary scorers, and she hasn't really gotten a chance to find an open shot tonight. I'd like to credit Laney's defense for keeping her in check.
Yeah, they're a great defensive team, no doubt about that. As Macy Wilcox will bring it up. Julia Wright going to find Ale Ibarra. Pass intended for Charlize Hongo, but it was tipped in the passing lane. Here's Tali going to drive in. Can't get the roll. Rebounded. And that's good. Gianna Gio is going to get the second chance points, and that will put her at 9 points tonight. Here's Charlize Hongo on the wing. Pivot around and pass it out to Wilcox. Here's Charlize Hongo for 3. Can't get it. As Julia Wright hits the floor, and you can tell it's just been one of those games for the Solano team. Swahi, good pass down low, and that's good. Number 14, Lanaya Fulston at 6 points tonight, and that is going to be the end of the third quarter.
Laney ended that quarter very strong. I think the NRNG levels for them just looked way higher than Solano's.
Yeah, definitely a quick quarter as Laney extends the lead to 30 points. Me personally, you can't be, you got to have more effort like this. I get that, a couple of these players might have the flu, as we've heard from a couple people in the stands. But when this Laney team only has 6 points compared to your 9 on the bench, you gotta keep pushing it. You gotta get this team as tired out as they can.
Yeah, and you heard Holden mention Laney's defense tonight, which has been phenomenal. And they actually hold conference opponents to just 38.9 points a game, so they're on track to do that once again tonight. So great job by Laney all around.
As you can see, this is Amari Mason's stats on the year. Definitely one of Solano's best players. She's at 14 and 10, averaging a double-double, but also 3.1 steals per game. She's been a menace on both sides of the court, and also shooting 43% from the field and 25% from 3, which is pretty average for the Bay Valley Conference. And, when you look at her game, you think of a great two-way inside score, athletic. But her shooting 25% from 3 this year is huge for her game.
Yeah, I mean, she's been a great all-around player for Solano, and she's really been that 1-2 duo on the defensive end with Dixon, who they're unfortunately missing tonight. And she's she just has great hustle on both ends of the floor. She gets the steals. So fast on those fast breaks, and she's also has great hustle on the boards. You said it was 10 rebounds, but it was 10.9. We'll call it 11 rebounds per game. So I mean, she's a great all-around player for Solano.
Yeah, and I think the duo of her and Dixon, you can really see Dixon's absence tonight making a difference, because I think on both sides of the ball, as a ball handler and as an on-ball defender, you really, Solano needs her out there right now, and so it's unfortunate that she is not able to play tonight.
Yeah. Clearly misses her as we are just underway for this fourth quarter. Down 30 points. Don't want to say it's over, but it's going to take a miracle. We'll see what Solano could do. So it's going to be Amari Mason passing it out to Macy Wilcox. Going to swing it one more. Hongo.
Yeah, Solano just doesn't seem to have any urgency right now.
Long rebound. It's going to end up in Hongo's hands. Going to give it to Mason. Good ball movement as looks like it got swatted away from Folsom, who's going to bring it up. Unlucky for the Solano team as Jade Hunter is going to get the nice pull-up mid-range. That's going to put her at 18 tonight.
That was a great block by Folsom, and she's the much shorter player than Mason, and she knew she was going to shoot that and timed it perfectly.
And there she is again, almost able to steal it. And it looks like it's going to be Laney's ball. I thought she tipped it, but I guess not.
Another Solano turnover. It's been the story of the game.
Yeah, 2 away from 30. Now here's Talib. Good pass down low, and she's going to make it. Flukas, great game from her tonight as she's at 13. She's been all over the place, especially down low. Now Solano passing the rock around, looking for someone to get open. Not a lot of off-ball movement, but that's kind of how the Solano team goes. Ibarra going to get doubled, going to bring it up.
Nice
Good move right there. Left-handed hook shot. Beautiful.
That was like a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar type of play.
Yeah, she's been the one kind of constant source of offense for Solano tonight.
So now here is Gio going to pass it out to Jade Hunter. She's going to pull it for 3, and she's going to catch that in for 3 points. That's going to put her in the 20-point margin with 21 points tonight.
You can't let off the pressure on ball against her. I mean, she'll shoot that if she's open any time, any day.
Mason going to drive in, can't get it to fall. Good defense from Laney. So now Folsom's going to drive in, and she's going to get a good bucket from her with the left-handed layup.
Yeah, Solano just a little lazy in transition defense right now. They have to pick the energy up regardless of the score.
Pass down low. Hongo looking to pass it to Mason. She will get it off, and Mason is going to chuck that one over the heads of the bench. And another turnover for Solano as subs come in. Mason, Ibarra, and Wilcox will take a rest. And Gervasani, Aaliyah Hayes, and Jaden Reed. And Kimani Wilburn will sub in. So it's going to be them 4 and Hongo on the court tonight. Or for this run at least.
Yeah, we talked about how the rebounding was very close between these two teams at the when we got done with halftime, excuse me. And now Laney has started to pull away, having 37 total rebounds, while Solano only has 30.
Here's Jaden Reed on the wing. Gonna swing it out to the other side of the court. Hongo gonna have to pull that one. And that's gonna be an air ball for Charlize Hongo.
Yeah, and I feel like you would imagine it would be flipped considering that Laney is shorthanded, but they've just been very physical and very high energy tonight, so give them a lot of credit.
Yeah, no doubt about that, David. As Laney gonna pass the rock around again, just like how the Solano team has. Good moves by Tali Fahi there. Gio gonna drive in. Can't get it off the backboard and is rebounded by Gervasani. She's still yet to score in this game. Gonna pass it out, and she's gonna try it from deep. Just can't get it. Almost rebounded by Aaliyah Hayes, but Laney was able to grab possession of it. So now with just 6 minutes and 40 seconds left to go, we might have reached garbage time if we haven't already.
And Laney's kind of been road warriors this season. They're 8-0 coming into this game on the road, and right now it looks like they're going to be 9-0 after this game tonight.
Folsom no good, but Flukas able to get the rebound, and she can't make it either. So Solano, good defense right there. Jaden Reed was able to get the rebound and bring it up. But yeah, like you said, 8-0 on the road, but Solano is also 8-0 at home.
Yep.
So I was very curious to see how this game played out. And unfortunately, not the way Solano wanted it to go.
Yeah, this was kind of the juggernaut game of the season, and definitely not the way that I think we envisioned this game panning out.
Now here's Charlize Hongo going to pull it for three. Another air ball for her. Cross court pass. Here's Folsom, guarded by Gervasani.
I like to point out that Laney has taken 65 shots total on the game, while Solano's only taken 45.
Wow.
So the second chance points and points off turnovers have been huge for Laney tonight.
Good three right there by Talib Fahid. That's going to put her at 18 points. She's had a great game tonight from inside the arc for three. She's been all over the place on offense.
Yeah, I mean, she's top 5 in field goal percentage in the Bay Valley Conference, and she's having an insane game tonight against the Solano team.
Her being top 5 from the field while shooting threes like this, definitely a testament to how good she is. As Aaliyah Hayes is going to get 4 points on the night with those 2 points there.
And Laney is getting it down the court extremely fast, and another good shot right there does not go in, however.
Good rebound there by Flukas, but was unable to obtain the ball. As Charlize Hongo is going to bring it up. Sonny going to pass it to Jaden Reed. Cross-court pass. Jaden Reed going to drive in off the backboard, but can't get it. Rebounded Flukas. And this Laney team is going to keep pushing it. Layup no good by Folsom. Rebounded Aaliyah Hayes. And the energy in the Solano crowd has just been sucked out of them. Aaliyah Hayes down low.
Nice
That's her
pass.
shot. Can't get it. Good rebound by her. And unable to get those third and second chance points. As Gianna Gio's going to bring it up, and she's going to get a nice right-handed layup.
Yeah, it seems like every time Solano misses a shot and Laney gets the rebound, they go on a fast break. Solano having trouble getting back on defense.
Here's Charlize Hongo. Smacked away by Folsom, but Solano able to keep the ball. And that ball is almost stolen away by Fahid, but it will stay Solano ball as Wilcox, Ibarra, and Mason will sub in for Wilburn, Hayes, and Reed.
Yeah, it looks like Julia Wright is done for the night. I think that ankle was starting to bother her after she took that fall.
Yeah, no reason for her to play in a game like this where, you know, if she's injured and they're down 40. So she's going to take a break. We'll be done for the night. And she's going to finish the game going 0 for 2. So one of the first games that I've done broadcasting where she hasn't scored.
Yeah, I think this is the first game of the season she hasn't scored at all in games that she's played in. I mean, just tough night for her and the entire Solano team. Just tough circumstances with the sickness going around on the team, and Julia being, you know, still a little bit injured with the sprained ankle.
Yeah.
Just tough timing too with this Laney game being where it is on their schedule.
And between 4 players, Gervasani, Wright, Hongo, and Wilcox, they are a combined 0 for 16.
Yeah, so far only Mason and Ibarra have been consistent on the offensive end.
The pass down low, and that is going to be the shot clock. So another turnover there from Solano. As here's Jada Hunter going to bring it up. Great night from her, like we've been saying. 21 points. Does have 4 fouls though. Gonna swing it around. Find Gianna down low. Swatted away by Macy Wilcox. Good defense from her right there, which is 8 seconds left in the shot clock.
Yeah, and we've seen Solano force Laney to go down to the very last seconds of the shot clock. So let's see if they can actually finish off a good defensive possession on this way down the court.
So 8 seconds. We'll see what Laney could do with it. Gonna pass it to Gianna, who's gonna drive in. Gets it off right before the shot clock. No good. Gets her own rebound and can't get it. But another rebound. Jade Hunter. This time it's good.
Second chance points in the second half have been huge for Laney.
That's going to put Hunter at 23 on the night. Here's Charlize Hongo. Thought about it. Going to pass it to Gervasani for 3. No good.
Yeah, another missed 3, and Laney holds conference opponents to just 14% from the perimeter. So this is kind of their game plan coming into this game, is to make their opponent shoot from the perimeter, and so far tonight it's gone in their favor once again.
Yeah, Solano is 2 for 18 from 3 tonight, only 11%.
Yeah, just not good shooting splits from them at all, as they are 30% from the free throw line as well.
I don't think they've had a free throw here in the second half whatsoever. They had 3. They were 3 for 10 in that first half, and they are still only 3 for 10.
Yeah, only 2 fouls total in this fourth quarter from both teams. As those free throws are no good. Will be Solano ball.
Yeah, and I think even with the score being as lopsided as is, I think it's going to be a really big sign for Solano to just finish off this last 2 minutes with good energy, get some good shots on offense, and just play hard-nosed defense to go into your next game.
Gervasani running this offense as Amari Mason's going to shoot it for mid-range, but can't get it. And that is a rebound by Tali Fahy. Mason jumping in the air by Jada Hunter's pump fake.
Laney looking to just drain out the clock here.
And that is no good right there by Flukas, but gets her own rebound. And that 3 is good again. Tali Fahy, 21 points on the night with 7 rebounds, 7 for 13 from the field. She's been awesome tonight.
Yeah, her and Jada Hunter have really been that 1-2 punch for Laney tonight, both having over 20 points. And they both shot very well from 3. Jada Hunter 3 for 6 from 3, and then Fahy 4 for 6 from 3. They've just been on point all night.
Outside of Blackwell, who was the one that got injured earlier in this game, every single Laney player is in double-digit scoring. So Wilcox takes a 3, but it's no good. To put that into perspective, Solano only 2 players in double digits, that being Mason and Ibarra. 3 by Blackwell is no good. And it will stay Eagles ball as Kimani gets...
I think she was poked in the eye.
Yeah, it looks like it. Looks like she's okay, just a little beat up. As a post move is no good that time.
Another rebound right there, wow.
Put it back up. That will put Flukas at 15 points.
And 11 rebounds, as well as Gianna Gio having 11 points and 11 rebounds as well.
So now just a minute to go in this fourth quarter. As Macy Wilcox will shoot it for 3, and it's good. A lot of cheers from the crowd right there. Great to hear.
A foul was called on Wilburn. I think it was a blocking foul.
So ball is in play now. Here's Folsom. Gonna pass it out to Tali. That time no good. Laney ends up with another rebound, but it will be taken away by Kimani Wilburn. So now Macy Wilcox will bring it up. And with just 35 seconds left to go, this game is all but done. Huge statement win by Laney here.
Yeah, I think this could be good for Solano as well, though, going into this postseason, as they really haven't faced that much adversity all year long.
Yeah.
With their 8-0 streak in the conference. Facing some adversity can be good for your team, especially at the end of the season.
Yeah, no doubt. It reminds me of my favorite football team, the San Francisco 49ers, who are going to the Super Bowl as they got blown out by the Ravens. But they will be in the Super Bowl as a steal right there from Jada Hunter, and that will be the cherry on top, 25 points for her.
I think they're just going to dribble out these last few seconds.
Looks like they will. So, final
three.
shot. Wilcox, no good. And that is going to do it for this Solano versus Laney game. And what looked to be game of the year ended up being a bit of a tough loss, if you will, for the Solano team, 82-36. David, I'll go to you. Do you have any final thoughts?
I think just the biggest thing that we all mentioned during the game was the turnovers. Turnovers, ball movement, just completely in Laney's favor tonight. So, and like Holden was saying, this could be a good thing for Solano going forward. So just kind of see how they handle this adversity into the postseason.
I mean, personally, I think Solano, they did turn the ball over a lot, but they only had 10 turnovers in that second half compared to the 20 they had in the first half. So they did a little bit of a better job in that second half turning the ball over. But their lack of rebounding really killed them in that second half. And then they also only shot 27% from the field. Solano just really couldn't get anything going for them tonight. And, you know, like we were saying, they are facing some adversity, but this could be good for them going into the postseason.
So that is going to be all for tonight as Solano loses to Laney 82-36. Thank you all for tuning in. My name is Drew Kirby, and I've had the privilege of sharing the booth with Holden Beers, Jeremiah Cardwell, and David Bailey. Make sure you catch us at our next women's broadcast on February 16th, where the Falcons will be set to face off Napa. Once again, thank you all for listening, and until next time, take care.